Alright, what's up everybody? My name's Derek,
And I'm Kurt.
and today we're doing our fourth ranking of our divisions, who we think is going to win the division. And today we left the best for last, and it is the AFC North.
This
Um,
the AFC
this
North.
one's going to get wild.
Yeah, the AFC North might be the most competitive division in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
It just might be. Yeah, I think it might be. Now I'm sure we have different different teams at
Oh,
different
we for
spots.
sure do.
This one,
We for sure do.
this one is definitely not going to be this like the others. So, and I'm sure a lot of other people, like a lot of you guys, are going to have different opinions as well. I don't know if I said it in the last one, but always, if you guys disagree, just let us know in the comments. Let us know your rankings, even if you agree in the comments. But who's going first, Derek?
I went first last time.
Okay, I'll go first this time. Okay.
Tell me who your number one is, and then I'll tell you who my number one is.
Do you want me to tell you who my number one is, then tell you why, or do you want
Yeah,
to,
tell me who your number one. Actually, what did we do last time? I think we just said number one, and then I went on to tell you why.
Okay, we'll do that.
I think that, yeah.
I'll go first.
All right.
I think Pittsburgh's going to take it again. What do you think,
Bro? You might be surprised on this. All right.
I won't be surprised. The only team I'll be surprised with, if you say, is the Bengals.
Yeah, no, but I'm taking the Browns.
Hey man, there's hype around the Browns every single year, and I think this year, I think they do. I mean, I think Baltimore and the Browns do have a shot at first, but I think Pittsburgh's gonna take it.
Honestly, they all do.
Yeah, I mean they all do. So I'll go. Like it is my turn to go first, I guess. I'll go first. Ben didn't have the greatest of seasons last year. People are saying, and I think people are saying that he's feeling a lot better than last year. I mean, look at that receiving core, dude. Look at that receiving core. I mean, I don't think they're the best. I think Tampa's got that, but Pittsburgh is definitely.
I don't know, dude. The Titans kind of came up too.
I think the Pittsburgh's like top 5 or top. They're up there in the league. I mean, they got Claypool in his second year. They got Juju still, and then they got Deontay Johnson, and then they got Eric Ebron still, even though he has some problems catching the ball.
And they did just get a rookie running back.
Yeah, a rookie running back, and
that everyone is hyped about. I don't know much about them, but they are hyped.
I am worried about the Steelers' offensive line. They lost to Castro. They lost Pouncey because of retirement. The O-line is still like the O-line is still I don't know what to say, but I still think the Steelers defense are top notch. They lost Bud Dupree. A lot of people say Bud Dupree was overrated. I still think he was really good, but I'm pretty sure they got Melvin Ingram from the Chargers, which that's a pretty nice pickup right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a nice pickup. And then I don't know if you know this, but the first couple weeks they lost Devin Bush for the whole year, so they're gonna be getting Devin Bush back. They still got Minka. They still got Joe Hayden.
Is it Tremaine Edmonds? Is that who they have?
Yeah,
also?
or the Edmonds.
One of them.
I don't know which one it is. Edmonds. I think the Steelers are going to win the division this year. Their defense is still top notch. Ben is still a good quarterback. They got a good running back. The only iffy spot on their team is their O-line, and so yeah, that's it's going to be interesting to see. But like I said, the other two teams. Definitely, I mean, it's up in the air. It could go either way. Like last year, Steelers had 12 wins, Ravens had 11, and then the Browns had 11, I mean, that's just a one-game difference, I mean, it could go any way. So next up, I'm going to have the Browns. They just got Clowney, which is pretty interesting. I think...
Really?
Yeah, I do think...
I did not know that.
Like Myles Garrett and Clowney, that's pretty dangerous. I do think...
And Myles Garrett was hurt last year, right?
I can't... I think for a little bit. I don't know how long or
whatever. I thought it was like most of the season, though.
Could have been. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to the Browns. I know who they got and stuff. Now, I will say, I do think Clowney is a little bit overrated or too hyped up.
For sure.
I mean, the last 2 or 3 years with the Titans and Seahawks, what has he, like, really, really done, I mean, he definitely helps, but not like the contracts he gets, So I'm going to take the Browns second. I think... Now, I will get into this. I think this is if Odell don't do good this year, I think this is last year on the Browns for him.
Well, I think this is last year in the NFL, bro. Like,
What? Okay, you're ridiculous. But um, and also I don't know. I think Nick Chubb, their O line's good. Their defense is solid. I don't think their defense is as good as the Steelers, but they definitely have a good defense, like a really good defense still. Um, you can't you just give it to Nick Chubb. He's gonna make things happen. Period.
yeah.
It don't
And then
matter.
Kareem Hunt still too.
And they got Kareem Hunt as a backup, and next year they might run into some problems with cap space because they're gonna have to pay Baker and stuff eventually. So that's another reason why I think it might be Odell's last year because I'm sure he's taking a good chunk. And then next I have the Ravens. That just they have a good defense. I'm just not the biggest fan of Lamar. Now don't get me wrong, I think Lamar's going to have a much better season than he did last year. And I still think he'll be close to the Browns or the Steelers. And like I said, heck, the Ravens could even win the division. It's up in the air. But until they get some actually, man, I don't we'll see what happens. They got Sammy Watkins now. They got Sammy Watkins.
Did they?
Yeah, and I
I
believe
mean,
Sammy Watkins is a beast. I think he's underrated or disrespected a little bit. I think he's done pretty good everywhere he's went.
We'll find out, bro.
We'll see. I'm gonna put the Ravens third, and then obviously the Bengals last. Now they did draft Jamar Chase. Now Jamar Chase could be really, really good, but that's just not what they needed. They had a great receiving core. Their O-line is terrible. Look at what happened to poor Joe Burrow's knee. You know what I mean? And I've heard reports that Joe Burrow is not looking good at all. I've heard it's really bad. But even if he was looking good, I still think the Bengals are finishing last in the division. But yeah, that's my rankings. Let me know what you guys think, but you can go, Derek. Let me know what you.
All right, so I had the Browns first.
Yeah.
Here is the reasoning why. They just came off the best season of their franchise, right?
Yeah.
The Steelers, they started off 11-0, right?
Yeah.
And lost 4 of their last 5.
Yeah.
The Ravens, I mean, they're the Ravens. They're going to be good or bad every week. They're going to have good days. They're going to have bad days. They're going to have good drives, bad drives. They're not saying that they're not good. I'm saying they're a weird team. They are a weird team.
Yeah.
And the Bengals, they're still rebuilding. But that is why I think the Browns are gonna win that division. They just came out. They got the most momentum, in my opinion. They have the most momentum. Baker, he's only getting better. Jarvis Landry getting better.
Hey,
Odell,
here's something. Now, there's a big difference. I think Baker does better when Odell's not on the not playing.
I do think that too. I think that too.
Now Odell's going to be playing. What do you think? Do you think that's really going to matter?
No, I don't think it will.
You don't think so? Oh, another thing, guys.
He's just another body to guard.
I think these 3 teams, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns, are all going to get at least 10 wins. I think they're all going to get I'll say 9 to 10 because 9 to 10 is still really good. Things happen.
No, there is 17 games, so.
Oh yeah, I'll say they'll all get 10 wins again. I could see them all splitting with each other.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
But go ahead, Derek. Go ahead.
And then my second pick is going to be the Steelers, like you said.
So our first
Steelers,
2 is just swapped.
The first 2 are just swapped. Yes.
Okay.
So I still think the Steelers are a great team. Ben is still a great quarterback. He's showing that age finally, but all quarterbacks do except for Tom Brady for some reason.
Hey,
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady's unlike anybody else. But let's not forget Big Ben. First off, Big Ben had
wasn't he hurt?
No, last
some
year.
Part of the season.
Last year, he lost to not last year. The year before that, he has an injury that I don't think has really ever happened to any other quarterback. And it's on his throwing elbow. And I feel you can definitely see it when he's playing. but he still had like 30 some touchdowns with only 10 interceptions and almost 4,000 yards. You know, and they're saying he's feeling better and stuff this year, and that defense is top notch.
Yeah.
You just never know, man. You never know, but. I'm surprised how close all of our rankings in all these divisions are. But go ahead and
Oh
finish up.
yeah. So the Steelers, they got a lot better. I mean, not a lot better. I mean, they just got a running back.
Young guys getting
Yep, young
yeah.
guys getting on their second year. They had a bunch of young guys last year, so I mean, now they got a whole nother year. They're getting Juju back. Juju feels good. He wants to stay with the team. That was something that we didn't know if Juju was
Dude,
going to be on a team or not.
if he
Um,
didn't sign with the Steelers, where he was gonna go?
where
The Chiefs.
did
No, I'm
and he
serious.
wanted to stay with the Steelers. That tells you something.
I'm
That
just
really
saying.
does.
Imagine the Chiefs with Juju and Tyreek Hill. I mean, and Travis Kelsey. Come on, come on. I mean, oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. But go ahead, go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, and then my third is the Ravens. Like I said, they to me they are a up and down team. They really are. Like one drive, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback, MVP, and then other drives he's just you know. You get what I'm saying though?
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know how I feel about Lamar. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. He's got
But
he's got Sammy
yeah,
Watkins and Marquise Brown and who's the tight end, Mark Andrews. So we should see if he's a good passer this year.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's just that team. I'm not saying that they're bad or anything. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they are an iffy team. They are an iffy team. And then the Bengals, I do think that it's gonna be closer than what you think. Now I do think it's gonna be like 2-3 wins behind, but I still think the Bengals are gonna do a lot better. I mean, yeah, they didn't really get an offensive lineman in the first. I don't know if they got him in the first couple rounds. I think in the second round they might have gotten an O lineman, but definitely should have gotten an O lineman in the first. But I do like that Jamar Chase pick. Um, played with Joe Burrow in college, gonna have that chemistry still. They got rid of I wouldn't say like a cancer on a team, but someone that didn't really wanted to be on a team and wasn't really good for their rebuild in AJ Green. Um, I think Joe Burrow he got hurt last year. He's like, oh man, I want to play. I think he's gonna come out with a vengeance this year, and he's just gonna light up the NFL a little bit. No,
They're
I do think that they would get. I want to say at most 7 wins.
at most, at most. I won't disagree with that. At most 7, like
But
max
that
7.
that is a lot closer than what it was last year. That's what I'm saying. Like that whole division is very very competitive. Like you might see the Bengals and
Well,
be like, the Bengals, but they're going to be a competitive team. They are going to be someone that you don't want to underestimate.
yeah, you definitely don't want to underestimate them because of their offense. I mean,
Yeah,
people
their
people
defense.
people
I
are
don't
going
even know who's on their defense. To be honest with you.
people are going to have a field day on their defense all year again.
Yeah, but
Um,
Joe Burrow has shown more than enough that he can take that team.
I don't know, man. There's reports that Joe Burrow is looking really really bad right now.
Now, if he is, then yeah, that will change my mind. But and right now, as it stands right now, Joe Burrow is going to have a great season next year. That whole team, that whole offense is going to have a great season next year. That defense, I don't. I to be honest with you, I couldn't name one person on that defense. So
They got is it Jesse Bates, the
maybe
the safety?
I like I said, I could not name one person on
we're,
defense
we're
that.
not we're not the biggest defensive guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but um, especially when it comes to the Bengals, we don't pay attention too much because their defense is so bad, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
who are the
but
Bengals, bro? Like,
hey man, this division is a toss up between the top three. Um,
hey, and don't be surprised if something happens, all right? And the Bengals become first. Don't be surprised.
I would 100% be surprised. Okay, you gotta chill there. You gotta chill. But anyway, and you know, it could be different. Like if you're a Ravens fan, you know, you probably think the Ravens are gonna be first, and I don't think that's ridiculous to think. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Like I said in the beginning, let us know if you guys agree, disagree. I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with us and have a team flipped out somewhere or something, you know. But anyway, that is going to be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Until next time.
Make the
Peace.
streams louder.